and I was very, I don't have my clavicles aren't that wide, genetically, so I really had to bust my ass to bring my delts up. Military presses, just the basics, man. Before I got hurt back in August, I could military press 405 for a few reps. I'm back up to, I could do 315 for 15 reps again. And that's just, I think, contributed more than anything to my shoulder growth, plus doing side raises. I think doing them strict and not slinging and jerking, keeping my arms straight, isolates them more. And I think that when I started doing that a few years back, I think that was very beneficial. So it just takes time. It's taken me a long time to bring them up, but now I think shoulders are up there with the chest and the legs. Gold's Gym just isn't my place, man. It's not the hardcore place that it used to be. Bodybuilding was born here at this gym, but over the years, it's kind of become something else. I know back in probably the 90s, 80s, and of course the 70s, it was the mecca of bodybuilding for the world. But I feel Metroflex is more of a mecca of bodybuilding than this place is now. It's full of a lot of, how many bodybuilders are in here at any given time, It's just, it's not my kind of place, honestly, it's just a little too weird for me. So, people, they don't respect your workout, Like, I'm sure back in the day they did, but, people want to talk to you in the middle of your set. They want to, interrupt you. There's no, from what I can see, very little gym etiquette, So it doesn't matter how hard you're busting your ass. Somebody come over and take your weights or try to take the machine where you're in between sets, kind of thing. So not my place, Metroflex, I can train as hardcore as I want. They blast the music and nobody ever bothers me, So it's just my style. I'm as good as I've ever been as far as leanness and conditioning, but I want to take it to the next level. If I can just get my back down to where my legs are, then I don't think anybody can beat me. I am eating more carbs, a lot more carbs. Yeah, it's, like today I've had 600 grams of carbs today. As far as my training goes, I do it myself. The only person I would ever let help me was Brian Dobson. He actually was training me on legs here, getting ready for the Olympia this last year, and every now and then I still enlist his guidance and his advice. But other than that, I do it on my own. Brian is, there's only been a couple guys in my lifetime I've ever let train me, Brian being one of them, and I have a lot of respect for Brian. No one is a better motivator than Brian Dobson. The Metroflex, he'll get the most out of you every single time, and he'll take you to push you past your limits, and make you'll achieve things that you didn't think you could achieve. So, that I haven't had anybody train me in years, and last year when I trained for the Olympia, I feel my body's coming to the point where I can really blast my legs again, and so I enlisted Brian to train me on legs, and we did some crazy shit, man. It was the first time in years I had to lay down, during a workout. So it was fun, though, I do a lot of, I still do push downs. I don't do skull crushers anymore. I don't do close grip bench presses, because I still get some pain in it when I do things like that. I can incline and bench press, heavy again, but there's certain things that bother it. I do a lot of cable work. I still do, kickbacks, very controlled and slow. My push downs, I do a lot of rope push downs like I did today, very controlled, hold everything, squeeze everything, and they responded very well to that. It's just a different style of training than I've done, and I think the change was good. Everything happens for a reason. When I first got hurt, I was totally upset. I was 6 weeks in Olympia, in incredible shape, and I felt I was going to make a big impact at the Olympia, and I couldn't understand why it happened, but the good Lord, everything happens for a reason. Sometimes only the good Lord above knows why they happen, and but maybe this will be a good thing for me. It came back very, very quick. Had the same injury in the other arm a few years back, and it took. I came back from that injury too, and I won 2 pro shows. I won the Europa and the Charlotte back to back, but it was about 10 months after the injury. So I had surgery August 15th. It's middle of February, and I'm 3 weeks from the Arnold, so it came back very, very quickly. I volume train him a lot, and my form is much better. Because of the injury, I haven't been able to go that heavy on them, but I think just giving them a rest after the injury, and then plus a different style of training, they responded very well. I think they're actually bigger than before I got hurt. So go figure. I do my own diet, and I know my body. No one knows my body better than me, you know what I'm saying? So just take care of it myself. I eat a lot of carbs now. I went back to the way I used to do it, I talked to George Farr, and the pro, and he gave me some suggestions and helped me a little bit. And I just went back to doing basically what I used to do. I kind of tried the low carb thing for a while, and it just didn't really work out the way I wanted to. I'm like today, I've had almost 600 grams of carbs today. So during the shoot today and everything. So and I look like this. So I feel better. I look better. My strength is better, and I think it's just this is the way I used to do it when I was younger. And I kind of tried the low carb, higher fat thing, and it works, but you never come in full. You can get lean, but you never come in like 100%. You never come in really full and dry. You'll be a little flat, and you can still be dry, but you never come in. The combination of both. So this is totally working out for me. This is I'm just going back to the way I used to do it. Just to the basics. It just makes my training is basic. I do the basic exercises. The building blocks that I've always done. So same thing with the diet. That's how I used to do it. Even as a teenager, when I won like the teenage nationals, man, I had striated glutes and I was ripped. I had striated lower lats, all this stuff, and I was a kid. And I was thinking back, I was like, I ate carbs back then, and I had a lot of carbs. So I just went back to what I used to do, and